After 1995, the Ford 5-liter was dead. They came out with the brand new dual overhead cam 4.6 for the Cobras. Still has a 5-speed manual transmission. Let's take it for a test drive and see how it performs. If y'all follow the channel, you know that I'm a huge fan of this body style Cobra from 94 all the way through 98. I love both the 5.0s and these 4.6s. This is a 1996, so it is going to be your first year of the new motor. It's the dual overhead cam 4.6. They make 305 horse and 300 foot-pounds of torque in the stock application, and they run really well. I'm partial to the 5.0 cars, but I have no problem with the 4.6s. Driving them back to back, you're not going to know much of a difference. Really sitting in the car here, it still feels the exact same. Obviously, the hood's a little bit different. That's really about it. The mechanicals really perform basically the exact same on these cars, but it is the original 4.6, has your stock 5-speed manual transmission behind it. The clutch feels good. All of your other components on the car, as far as your steering, it's factory power steering, and then your disc brakes, it's Hydroboost with discs. No issues from any of that stuff. The AC blows nice and cold. It has been converted to R134A. The heater works like it should as well. Really a fun car to hop in and drive. It's a 74,067 actual mile car. So a few more miles on this one, but still a great car to hop in and enjoy and rip around town. Do some mods too if you want to. But a great car for a really good kind of an entry-level price point, and just a lot of fun to kind of bang through the gears. We'll let it warm up just a little bit more before we kind of really get into it. On the interior, it's the factory saddle or the tan leather interior. Like all of these cars, even low mileage ones, you have your little bit of leather age on the front seats here. The driver's side bolster does kind of have a repaired spot. You could have an interior shop fix that spot, but it is still noticeable there from getting in and out on the bolster. Headliner's in good shape, the visors are in good shape, the upper dash and the lower dash is in really nice condition as well. Floor mats, carpet, door panels, all look like in good condition, what you'd expect a 74,000 mile car to represent like. A little bit of age to the top of the steering wheel where your hand would sit, but minimal flaws there. Car does feel like it might have a shorter throw shifter in it. It really clicks in and out of gears kind of easier than the factory shifter. I'm not the one that did it, so I can't tell you exactly what's in there, but it does feel like a little bit of an aftermarket shifter. Gauges are all in good condition, clear and easy to read, all of them. The gauges are all functioning properly. As far as this car goes, the two items, actually there's three items that are not working is your horn doesn't do anything. Don't know what's wrong there. Could be something super simple. We have the cruise control listed as a no. That's kind of an intermittent thing. It might be a simple fix, but we do have it listed as a no. And then the power driver seat we have listed as no. It does move forward and back, but it's really slow, but you can get it to move forward and you can get it to move back, so you can get it to where you need it to be, just quite a bit slower than from the factory. You will see a screenshot of the Does It Work section in the additional media tab on the website pcclassiccars.com. Click on this vehicle within the inventory, scroll to the very bottom of the page, and you'll find that additional media section on there, which has the clean Carfax. It also has the Autocheck, photos of the motor numbers, VIN numbers all the way around the car, and that Does It Work section. But we're warmed up. We'll go test out this little 4.6 and listen to the Borlas. Yeah, not bad from a little stock 4.6. Has good power. Pulls well. You can get a little second gear chirp if you want to. Shifts through the gears well. Clutch is easy and engages where you want it to, so no complaints there. Really mechanically a fun car to just rip around town. As far as the underneath goes, floors are great. Frame rails look good. I don't see any rust issues on the bottom. Good stock style car on the bottom side of this one. Again, it's a no accidents or damage ever reported. Doesn't have any of that deep, nasty corrosion that you see sometimes. It is a 74,000 mile car, so you have some surface corrosion, but nothing that's worrisome. It really checks out like you'd expect it to check out on the underneath. On the exterior, it is the laser red pearl metallic. Underneath the fluorescent lights in the shop, you can kind of see some hazy spots or some faded spots really on the flat top surfaces of the car, like the fenders, hood, roof. deck lid and spoiler. The sides of the car do appear to be a little bit brighter, and then the front and rear bumper have definitely been repainted. The car retains its VIN tags around the car other than the front and rear bumpers. Don't know as to when the repaint on those portions of the car were done, but it is a 74,000 mile car. It is from 1996, so it does have some age to it. Still a presentable car for the age, but it's got its nicks, it's got its little scuffs, it's got its little flaws, the little faded spots that I mentioned just a few seconds ago. Still a clean car, presentable, but it is, again, a 74,000 mile car that is 30 years old. So take a look at that additional media section on the website, pcclassiccars.com, and it'll really depict all of the imperfections that I'm talking about. The wheels do also have some curb rash. Tires are in good condition, but I love the color combo, especially with the tan interior. Just a good looking car. For the price point of this, you're not really buying much better. That's a manual transmission. That's a clean Carfax that looks this good for, again, that entry-level price point. It's a lot of fun and a lot of car for the money. These Cobras have always been a great staple for us here at PC Classic Cars. We keep all of them from 94, the 94s and 95s being the 5 liters, and then the 6, 7s, and 8s. All the colors, all of them sell well, stock, modified. We always try to keep a couple of them here at PC. And again, this is a great one for someone to hop in at a great price point and have a lot of fun with the manual transmission. A couple other little things here on the interior that I didn't touch on. You have your rear defrost, which works, your power windows, your power locks, power mirrors. You do have an aftermarket Panasonic stereo, factory heat and AC controls, factory digital clock up there, which is working. Your rear view mirror is clear and easy to see out of. Both of your side mirrors look good. Glass is in good condition where the windows do roll up and down like they should, go all the way down, go all the way up. A couple little stone chips in the windshield. There's like a small little bullseye over there on the passenger side, but nothing that's really in front of the driver other than a couple little nicks. Nothing that's impeding your vision, and it's clear and easy to see out of the windshield. You do have tilt on these cars. Again, this does have cruise. The cruise is, again, one of the things that's not working. I'll put that steering wheel back up a little bit. Center console opens and closes properly. Same thing with your glove box door. Go ahead and downshift a second here. So you do have an aftermarket catback exhaust in. It looks like they're Borlas, tips coming out the back. Not a crazy loud car. Usually the Borlas are quite a bit louder than this, so this must be their quiet Borla muffler. I love the Borlas on these. I also love the Flowmasters. This one has a good kind of middle of the road sound to it. Not terribly loud, but you do know that you have an aftermarket exhaust system on it. When you pop the deck lid in the back, everything in the trunk compartment looks factory OE spec back there. Nothing's really out of place. And same thing with the engine bay. When you pop that hood, the bottom side of the hood itself is nice and clean. Firewall, inner fenders, core support. Everything's clean, tidy, very sanitary. It is the original numbers matching motor. And the only thing that's really out of place, or not really out of place, the only thing that's been changed in there is it does have a K&N air filter, and that's about it. Everything else represents like a stock engine bay. It's kind of unusual for a 74,000 mile car that it is this stock. Obviously you have the K&N filter and then the Borlas. Usually at this point people have done some other mods to it, so it's cool that this one is still relatively stock. Suspension feels good, nothing's out of place, nothing's been messed with, has a good road feel, nice tight driving car. They're sporty little cars with 305 horse, 300 foot-pounds of torque. Again, not tire shredding high horsepower from the factory, but you can do some simple things to them and get a little bit more performance out of them if you want, or just drive them like they sit because they're still fun, which I'm about to do. You guys have it. I'm Michael. This is a 1996 Ford Cobra with 74,073 miles. For myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars, we appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out that additional media section on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Check out all the content we're posting across the social platforms every single day. We'll catch you guys on the next video.